Betty is a raver, she knows how to play. I met her on a Sunday night in LA.
Hello, it's Sophie from DropoutUK. I'm here at Lucid Online HQ and I'm about to interview the beautiful and talented Marla.
Betty is a good wife, she never strays, but she likes to gamble and she got our gaze. Oh Betty, we love you, I think you are great. Oh Betty, believe me, you'll be my first place.
Hi, it's Sophie for DropoutUK and I'm here at Lucid Online HQ with an incredibly talented singer, Marla. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, fine. So I want to rewind a few years and start at the beginning. You went to LA, I believe, with just one phone number and yourself in a suitcase.
Yeah.
What was that special phone number you had with you?
Special phone number was someone who's now my really, really good friend called Trish, and she said that she would give me an internship in her casting office, and I was in my gap year and I just thought, fuck it, I'm just going to do it. Yeah, exactly. I was like, I'm just going to get on the plane. I didn't really know what I wanted to do at that stage. I thought maybe acting, but like one day in the office and then I was meant to. Yeah.
So you were only 18, weren't you? That's quite a gutsy decision to go out on your own. Were your family a bit worried for you? Or?
I think so, but I was on a mission. I was just, I think I wanted to explore, be free.
Is it nice to be home back in London?
It is. I never thought that I would. I never really thought that I'd move back. I was really happy in LA. I had a really tight group of friends and everything was going really well, and then I got an opportunity to sing and that was here. And I just hopped on a plane and
Impulsive yet again.
Really impulsive. I never thought that getting on a plane was gonna equal me like really getting on a plane. But it's been a good decision.
People always talk about LA and say about the superficial side and about the trappings of fame over there. How do you find living over there when you were there?
I loved it. I think that's my last song, Lipstick for the Vampires, was kind of all about that and like what stereotypical view people have of LA. But I think I always think it's like a sieve, like you're sieving people and all the good people stay on top and everyone else just.
And how did you meet? How did that transition from the film to the music come about?
Long story, but I won't tell you the long story. I met him through a friend, and again, like it all happened really quickly. I was on a job, and he said, "Let's write 3 tracks together." And I'd never really written conventional songs. Everything was poetry and me just jamming with people versus something that made sense. And yeah, we wrote a couple tracks together that got placed in some TV and films, and that's also what launched things. So
Was it Jennifer Love Hewitt's?
It was a Jennifer Love Hewitt film that's still coming out this year, and then a Lindsay Lohan film that came out last year. And for some reason, that track just keeps. I love the track, but it's for me, it's now kind of last year kind of track.
So it's not what you're doing now, is it a completely different sound for you, do you think?
I think it's the same sound. I know that at the end of the day, he's meant to produce my record. Like my record's completely written, and we're putting out these tracks in kind of getting everything ready for the big record kind of thing. But I really would get back in the studio with him and tie it all up in a bow.
Is it really collaborative when you work together? Do you share ideas and have the same ideas, or is it a battle and a debate when you're working together?
No, it's really easy, and I've been so lucky working with a bunch of different writers, and I love collaborating with people. Like I think when I write a song, I'm not amazing at the piano or the guitar, but I'm good enough to write my own stuff. Yeah, exactly. Okay. But I always feel so limited, and with someone else in the room, it's just, I love writing with people. Yeah. So this song, Betty the Raver, I wrote with this guy, Tony Pittman.
Till the end of time, when you let your light shine.
legendary big church place
Wow.
in Hampstead. It was really, really cool. And we wrote that, I think, start to finish in like 4 hours, just
Intensive.
cranked it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Sometimes that's the best way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And who's it based on? Is it a person you know or a mystery?
It's based on, okay, my gran. My gran grew up in Birmingham in the war, and she had this friend Betty Louise. So Betty Louise, if you're out there, come and find us because we don't know where you are. We looked for Betty because they lost touch, and last year me and my aunt tried to find her because my gran really wanted to see if she could get in touch. So in that, my gran is a very intelligent woman, but we kept asking her for information like, we need a last name, we need a date of birth, we need, you know, something we can plug in. But instead of giving us information, she would tell us these stories of like, oh, she was great, there was this time and this time. So, and she turns out to be this really like amazingly glamorous, going out with the sailors kind of girl.
Oh, wow.
And so in my head, I kind of, Betty turned into Betty. And then Betty turned into, not quite Sasha Fierce and Beyonce, I'm not going to go that far,
Yeah.
but Betty turned into like a, I think, I can be quite shy, but when I'm on stage, something just happens. Come alive. So I turn into Betty, and in the, I have a friend who oozes Bettiness, Agnes, and I said, oh, won't you come to London? She's my mate from LA. I said, won't you come to London and be Betty in the video? Because I wanted someone who would like
Emulate Betty.
Bettiness. Yeah, exactly. So she's the Betty.
What are you about impending fame? Like people following what you do, weird tweets coming to, all that sort of stuff.
I think fame is never something I think about because it seems so far away. I'm still an unsigned act, and like my goal is to kind of get a fan base together, get a record deal, kind of get on. I'm on a train, but get on a fast train. Kind of thing. So fame, I never think about. But I think definitely putting yourself out there on, especially Twitter, is. Try not to tweet like, I'm here eating a sandwich because who wants to.
I've done that though, you find it's
Yeah.
hard not to.
Yeah,
When you're having a boring day, you think, I'll just tweet my lunch.
Yeah, exactly.
Terrible. So for the rest of the year, have you got any festival dates lined up or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm going to head out to South by Southwest in the summer and hopefully going to do some stuff US based as far as touring goes. But yeah, we're just booking festivals now, so we'll see. But fingers crossed.
Okay, so festival dates and your singles out February 21st, is that right?
Yeah, singles out February 21st, and check my Facebook page for upcoming events and festivals.
Okay, and the album, do you have a sort of date where you think it's all going to be wrapped up?
I think September.
Okay.
Like it's written, but it needs to be tied.
Okay, well, best of luck for the
Thank
year,
you.
and thank you for talking to DropoutUK.
Yeah.
Our